What's up, guys? Welcome to a new Drumdums Drive. Today we're going to pick up that Avengers Infinity War Steelbook from Best Buy, 4K Steelbook. This is going to look glorious in 4K. Still my #1 favorite movie of the year. I've seen it twice in the theaters. Looking forward to watching it again. What a movie. I went on Killer Flicks and I said, hey guys, post me some topics, some questions, and I will discuss them for this. So this will be Killer Flicks only. If you don't know what Killer Flicks is, be sure to go to the Facebook group, horror group, Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day. And on Fridays, we do Free For All Fridays. But these are all questions from you guys over at Killer Flicks. And the reason I'm holding my camera and I don't have it up on my dash right now is because it is really, really, really hot outside. And it will burn my phone up. So that's the issue. And I forgot my vlog camera today, so I figured I'll just do it with the old phone. But jumping right into the questions before we get going here, I'll start off with one. Nick Dimitri, other than slasher, what is your favorite subgenre of horror? You know, it's tough. For me, it's like a good movie is a good movie. A good story is a good story, right? So I think every subgenre has their weak movies and they have their strong movies. But I really like a good home invasion movie. Strangers Prey at Night was kind of a slasher home invasion hybrid. Also, I like a good ghost story if it's done really well. The Fog is a great example. I love The Fog. That's probably one of my favorite ghost stories. So yeah, that's a good answer for that one. And Ian Bulaklak, he asked about Tiff and the new Halloween movie. It's going to be world premiered at Tiff. And this kind of shocked me. Like, this is a month in advance that if you go to Tiff, you can see the new Halloween movie. I'm excited for those that get to go see it. I won't be able to get to go see it. I would love to, but my work schedule will not let me. And I'm also a little bit scared because the minefield that's going to be present between that release and the official release of this movie is going to be crazy. Spoilers are going to be thrown out insanely. And I'm scared to death that I'm gonna get spoiled before the movie comes out. It's gonna be hard to avoid it. You know, I mean, that's a pretty big audience that's gonna see this movie, and spoilers are going to get out there. So I'm gonna be very cautious. But I would love to go to a film festival. I would absolutely love to go to a film festival just to experience it. Yeah, it would be a lot of fun, I think, and I would love to go to TIFF. That would be amazing. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to go. But I think I'm going to plan to try to go to one, you know, within the next year. That would be nice. So I'm going to go ahead and stop right here. I'm going to put the camera up on here now that the car is cooling off a little bit. And hopefully my phone doesn't die because of the heat. And I'll continue with some of these questions as we go get that Steelbook. Okay, here we go, guys. We're moving. Can you feel it? I can feel it. Jeffrey Bomber asks, what's an underrated movie that you love that everybody hates? And the easy answer for that is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. But also, I've noticed a lot of hate for Strangers Prey at Night as well. It seems like it's either you love it or you hate that movie. That's what I'm seeing a lot of. So, yeah, that's my answer to that. Next question is from my good friend Dan Wolf, very talented radio producer out of Chicago. And he wants to know about 4K. The jump from DVD to Blu-ray was definitely worth it. Is it worth it for 4K? I get this question a lot, actually. I guess it depends on your size of screen. I guess it depends on what you're looking for. Because to me, 4K feels more, there's a bigger sense of realism in the picture. I got this guy in a bicycle right in front of me. And I don't want to hit the guy. There he is right there. And he's taking the right just like I'm taking the right. And he's right in the middle of the road. Check it. Oh my God, he's right in the middle of the fucking road. You have got to be kidding me. This is happening on my Drumdums Drive. And he won't move over to the right. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Are you serious, man? I'm gonna get over, but I don't want to hit this guy. What an asshole. Was that not insane, guys? And I got that on camera. That was insane. But yeah, Dan Wolf, again, talking about 4K. For me, it's been glorious. I would say definitely get an HDR display though, because my first 4K TV that I got was not HDR, and a lot of the movies were really dark. So definitely do your homework, get an HDR high dynamic range display to get the full benefits of 4K. But once you do that, you won't go back. I'm telling you, I think it looks glorious. Some movies better than others, but especially a lot of the newer movies are insane looking. Like Transformers, the new Transformers, which is a complete shit movie, looks like another world. Like you could, like it's right behind your screen. That's how clear it looks. So yeah, I love 4K. That freaking bicycle guy got me all jacked up. It's weird. So I think what I'm gonna do, because a lot of these I can answer pretty quickly, is I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get to Best Buy. We're gonna get that Steelbook, and then so that way I'm nice and parked, and I'm not, because I don't want to get in a wreck here too, because I know some people were really scared about that on Killer Flicks, which was funny. So yeah, so I'll see you guys once we get to Best Buy. What's up guys? So I figured I'd answer one of the questions in here. Ashley Grady asked me what's my favorite 4K so far. That's a tough one. The Dark Knight is one that I really wanted to get in 4K, and I'm glad I did. Also Predator. I just picked up Predator, and finally Predator looks like it should look without all the waxy faces and whatnot. Yeah, Predator is a must buy for 4K. It looks great. I love it when you take these old 80s movies and you give them a 4K release and they look phenomenal. That's what Predator was. So Josh Valdera asked me, where does Thanos rank amongst all my villains? He's pretty damn high up there. Joker's like my favorite villain, but I would put Thanos, he'd definitely be in the top 5. He's definitely one of the better villains out there, for sure. That is what my shopping plaza looks like. Got the Best Buy, the Ross, the PetSmart, and the palm trees. All right guys, I got it. Here is, let me take off the sticker, because I did the in-store pickup, although you didn't really have to do it for this one if you got there early enough, because there were tons of these things in stock. But yeah, I'm glad I got mine. This thing's gorgeous. Very nice looking Steelbook. Kind of got some glossy action going here, but yeah. And yeah, I can't wait to watch this again. Let's jump back into the questions here. I answered a few of those while I was in there, a couple of them actually. So anyway, getting back at it. Let's see. Aaron Alexander Hatcher, have you seen Requiem for a Dream? If so, did it affect you? I think that movie affects everybody. It's almost like a fly on the wall view of drug addiction, and you're not going to come out the other side the same person after watching that movie. It's one of those movies that's like Hereditary. It's really fantastic, like a very well directed movie by Darren Aronofsky, but it's not one that I can watch over and over and over. It's you know, something of you is left on the floor after Requiem for a Dream. So Dylan Wyatt says, what horror icon do you think has the best, most interesting backstory? As cliche as it sounds, for me, I like Michael Myers' backstory, or lack thereof. I actually like that, you know, we don't know much about him outside of him just being completely insane, or some might say evil. But, you know, just one day this kid snapped and wanted to kill. You know, pick your timeline. In the first movie, he wanted to kill in general, and in the rest of them, he wanted to kill his family. But I find that interesting. Blake Gardner is Halloween your favorite because of nostalgia, or do you really believe it is the best horror film of all time? Well, that is completely subjective. nostalgia, I'm sure, has a lot to do with it. Although, I will say, Halloween 4 is more on the nostalgia side of things for me. I didn't jump over to the first movie, to appreciating the first movie, until well after I became a fanatic of the franchise. I think at one point I probably was in favor of 4 over most of the movies. And then once I got a little older and I started appreciating film more and I went back and watched the first one, to me it is like one of the best, created, best directed horror films of all time, for so many reasons. And I've reviewed the movie a couple times already. I've talked about it so much. So I think you guys know why I love it so much. But yeah, so nostalgia might play a little bit of it, but I do think John Carpenter created a perfect horror movie. Perfect killer, perfect score, great characters. I mean, it really checks all the boxes. Christian Cottle says, have you seen Before I Wake, directed by Mike Flanagan? Yeah, I liked it. I thought the ending was the twist was really interesting, which I won't give away. But yeah, I dug it. It's kind of in the middle of my ranking for the year, but yeah, not a bad movie. Brendan Tiggy, movie recommendations. Well, I won't recommend The Meg, and I definitely won't recommend Slender Man. So there you go. What I would recommend is I watched The Shallows last night. So if you want to watch a good shark movie, and if you haven't seen it, check out The Shallows. That's a good one. And I hear The Reef is good too. I had a phone call, so I got cut off. But yeah, Halloween box set is the answer to that question. That is a beautiful. The Alien box set too is also a really good one. Because that one has like documentaries for all 4 movies, and you get 2 versions of all 4 movies. So beautiful. Holly Klein says, I believe you previously said that you had a nightmare with Michael Myers in it. I just had one with him in it for the first time 2 nights ago. Congratulations, Holly. Do you remember what happened in your dream with him? Yeah, I still do, actually. It was right after I saw Halloween 4, and I've had a couple of nightmares about Myers. One was I'm laying in my bed, and I look up, and the closet in my house at the time, in my room, was right at the end of the bed. So the closet opens up like slowly, and then Myers is just standing there staring at me. And then I woke up, and that freaked me out. And then another one was Halloween 5 had just come out, and I was waiting for Halloween 6. If you remember, there was a 6-year gap between Halloween 5 and 6. And so I would have all these dreams, not necessarily nightmares, but just dreams about what that next movie would be. And one of them was Michael was chasing Jamie at like a carnival. And yeah, and that's pretty much all I remember vaguely from that dream. But in the dream, I was still, scared shitless. Cameron Artley says, what are some films that Scream Factory should release for Blu-ray? I was just thinking about this yesterday. Wouldn't it be awesome if Scream Factory put out a release for Valentine from 2001, because there's not even a Blu-ray release for that movie. So wouldn't it be great to get a Scream Factory release jam-packed with extras and all that? That would be awesome, because I like that movie. It's cheesy, but I like it. Logan Myers says, which 4K horror flick are you looking forward to this year? Halloween. I keep saying Halloween, but Halloween comes out in October. That is my most anticipated 4K release. Simon Moon says, sorry to bother you again with this, Lee, but any chance you will review the Jaws sequels? It's so funny you just said that, Simon. Literally today, because I was actually watching Mother Mayhem's in defense of Jaws the Revenge, and her review actually made me curious to go back and watch Jaws the Revenge again, because I didn't hate it when I saw it. I think because of Chris Stockman's review, everybody's like jumping on the bandwagon of, oh, Jaws the Revenge, it's the worst movie of all time. No, it's not. It's not the worst movie of all time. It's silly, but yeah, I want to go back and review 2, 3, and 4. I've done the first one, but I'd love to do the rest of the Jaws movies. And I'm not going to wait until next year during Shark Week. I'd like to do it quicker. So within the next couple months, you should see some Jaws reviews, because I love Jaws. Who doesn't love Jaws? I like all 4 movies. They're fun movies for me. Dylan Cooper, what's your favorite Avenger, and what do you think will happen in Avengers Infinity War 2? Well, I'm a Hulk fanatic. So straight up, I love the Hulk. I think he shined in Avengers 1. This Avengers, the Hulk didn't really have too much going on. And in the beginning of it, he gets his ass whipped, which I was upset. I was heartbroken. But I believe that the Hulk is going to make a difference in the second one. I'm hoping. I think the Hulk's going to be badass in the second movie. Alex Fair says, your idea for the Steelbook for the new Halloween when it comes out, what do you think it'll look like? I don't necessarily think we'll get a Steelbook for the new movie. It's possible. But as far as artwork goes, I mean, there's so many possibilities for great Myers artwork. So, you know, there's a couple images in the trailer that would be kind of cool on a Steelbook. I think like the one of him in the closet might be kind of cool, or when he's first putting on his mask. Yeah, that could be cool. Cool beans. Hot Rod. Have you guys seen Hot Rod? Hot Rod's like one of the greatest comedies of all time, and you haven't seen it. That's bullshit. You need to watch Hot Rod, damn it. Okay, had to get that off my chest. What the hell just happened? What comic book series could be changed into a horror movie? I think Hulk could. I mean, Hulk could do some bloody ass damage. And speaking of that bloody, the Meg was, it was shit. I didn't really like it that much. I liked some parts of the movie. The sound was great in the theater. I will say that. The sound was fucking awesome. But the movie itself, I hated the characters in this movie. And I hated that big Jaws, I guess, homage at the end of the movie was like almost bloodless. Like the Meg hardly ate any of the people. And he should have gobbled up at least like a couple dozen people. It should have been a bloodbath at the end. Damn it. So there's my quick little review for the Meg for you. I'd give it a freaking 2 hours lost, maybe a low humdrum. All right, here we go. Two more. What series deserves a reboot more, Die Hard or Indiana Jones? Neither. Do not touch either one of those franchises. Jason Hamilton says, which one do you prefer, Florida barbecue or Georgia barbecue? It's funny you just said that because I'm literally going to get barbecue right after this question. Tough. I think I'm going to say Florida just because we have so many barbecue chains around here. Whereas when I was in Georgia, we didn't have that. The options were kind of limited. We had Smoking Pig, which is decent barbecue, but it's not like, you know, cream of the crop. So for now, I'll say Florida. I think Florida. So anyway, guys, that's it. We got that Avengers 4K Steelbook. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Killer Flicks, for all the great questions. This was a lot of fun. And YouTube, post me some more questions in the comments for the next go round, because I had a lot of fun with this one. And Killer Flicks, I mean, they set the bar high with these questions. These are great, really great questions. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a great day, and Drumdum out.